So I guess I'm kind of into castles now. About a week ago, I was in a Secret Santa Zoom session with some LEGO Masters contestants, and Corey had sent me the LEGO Kingdoms Outpost Attack from 2010, as well as a Kingdoms Watch, and this thing comes with pieces to build a Kingdoms minifig, so that's pretty awesome. But that got me thinking that just about a year ago, I was publishing content about my Castello Fortificato mock. This is my alternate model to the LEGO Colosseum, and I actually have downloadable instructions to this at BooneBuilds.com if you have that Colosseum set and want to build it for yourself. And this was the first castle I had built since I was a kid. This was the only other castle I've built out of LEGO in my life. But that all changed last summer when I started experimenting with color combinations for a new castle idea I had. So I started building castle windows and sections of castle towers and assembling the castle towers. But the really exciting thing about this mock is I wanted it to be in a tree. So I started building a tree trunk and putting the towers in the tree limbs and laying out a bunch of leaves and assembling patches of leaves for the tree. But I also wanted this thing to move, so I put in some windmills and I devised a way to make flags wave back and forth with some gears. And about a week after beginning this build, it was nearly finished. I had a bunch of details I wanted to add after taking it to a show, so I built a custom box for the mock and filled it up with packing peanuts and loaded it into my car to drive it from Oregon to Utah. I made a new friend named Brent who helped me unpack my castle while Mark set up his, and the Hanlons stopped by to check on our progress. After the castle was all set up, Moto stopped by and took some beautiful pictures. You can check out his Instagram account in the link in the video description. I had a lot of fun populating this castle with various LEGO castle minifigures, but I didn't have any before building this creation, so I had to start putting together a collection. Horses with barding and flags. Here is the Brick Slopes exclusive wizard minifigure. Here's an old LEGO official wizard that I picked up with one of the forestmen at a local Bricks and Minifigs. Let's see, here's an old king with that chromy helmet kind of crown on his head. Got a bag of black falcon torsos and legs. There's a queen. We've got some shields, a number of shields, helmets, bags of swords and other various knight gear. Here's a couple of guards like from the Buckingham Palace. I thought that would be funny to put those in front. We've got a jester and more crowns, helmets, shields, all kinds of castle stuff. Ooh, I like this guy. Look at him, and he's got even a unicorn head on the horse there. Fun stuff. I've never had any of this stuff before. I didn't have any castle stuff when I was a kid. So it was a lot of fun, collecting bows and arrows and all different types. So I've got a lot here that I can build even more castle stuff in the future. But I didn't stop with minifigs because I also got my hands on the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Medieval Castle. This thing is a real throwback to the classic castles of the 1980s and 1990s. It's got towers and 4 walls and a courtyard, Black Falcon shields, and these incredible Neo Black Falcon minifigs. Really cool, taking it back to not my childhood because I didn't have any castle stuff, but I remember this stuff being on the shelves when I was a kid. And like so many of those classic castles, this opens up to create this really open air playset style. And once it's opened all the way, it has a completely different look. It looks like a castle that's 2 or 3 times the size from the front. Oh, this thing is so well made, so fun, and it's got some incredible features, really wonderful build techniques that we're used to seeing from the creator team, plus functions like a drawbridge that can go up and back down by turning a crank on the side of the gatehouse. We've got a water wheel here that controls the blacksmith's hammer inside this little blacksmith shop. And of course, above the blacksmith shop, we have a throne room. And there he is, King Boone. While I'm at it, I'm not going to keep this fun to myself because I've got a second copy of this set that I'm going to be giving away later this month, as well as the Bell's Castle Winter Celebration and a bunch of other sets I'm going to be giving away. So if you don't want to miss out on that, hit subscribe and click that bell icon so you get a notification. But back to my castle obsession this past year, I also got my hands on this Disney castle. This thing is unbelievable. It is enormous. The kind of castle that I just find so inspiring in such a fantastical way, but it also has some really incredible geometry and some architectural styling that could be a great lesson for any castle builder out there. And it's also got some lovely stickered shield elements and a couple of knights in armor back here. But the details inside this are just incredible. I love this build. It's got Disney Easter eggs all throughout, details all the way up through this building. Seems like every room has some reference to Disney movies from history, all the way up to the tippy top, including a spinning wheel and this bed fit for royalty. I also had the pleasure this year of building the ice castle from Frozen. This one is really different, but just some incredible geometry. I highly recommend it. And there's also just some really lovely pieces all throughout this build in some really wonderful colors. From the top to the bottom, this very icy look. And one of the ways they've accomplished this is with this frosty, glossy, sparkly, transparent blue that some of these pieces are molded in. It's just lovely. But again, you could build these shapes out of any color and achieve some really incredible castle builds. The double staircase inside is just brilliant. We've got an icy chandelier, a throne room with some incredible detail, including hourglass and tiny ship-in-a-bottle elements. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the blacksmith shop. Not a castle itself, but a LEGO Ideas set that clearly is in the medieval theme. We've got those Neo Black Falcon minifigures, and this design coming through the LEGO Ideas platform. We've got the detail that we would expect from a creator expert. Just look at the tiles on the top of this roof. Inside the building, we've got some wonderfully detailed minifig scale pieces. The bed, bear rug, the writing station there. We can take the top off and see underneath. We've got a kitchen area with 2 stools and a dining table. Just a really wonderful set. Has only added to my excitement about my love for castle this year. Now, I won't go so far as to say that I'm a castle guy now, because you're going to see other things from me, but you can certainly bet you'll see some other Boone built castles in the future. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, go build something amazing.